in constant conversation, but there's no one here but me. My walrus constellation pulls the moon out of the sea. Face you will see, baby blonde and blue. Her lover left her in worst way ever. How could she ever go on? Goodbye, cruel world, I'm leaving you, and I'm taking the song in my hand. I just can't stop these notes that I'm hearing. The melody haunts my reverie. I just can't stop these notes that I'm hearing. The melody haunts my reverie. She walked by and gave me the sweetest smile, but look again at her eyes. It's plain to me there's something more that I just can't say what it is. You're talking a lot, but I'm spacing out. I just can't shut my head off. I just can't stop these notes that I'm hearing. The melody haunts my reverie. spinning inside jokes. Episodes in my head, not with other folks. Lion Tamer's crazy, so's his little friend. All this nonsense is not gonna end. Yes, I know this is silly and words are so weak. Sit there, don't speak. If I don't sing the high notes and everyone leaves, I might don't you? Laugh it off, walk away, let them point and stare. Seriously, we seek funny everywhere. Open-ended questions get long in the tooth. Please don't behave, stay so uncouth. Yes, I know this is silly and words are so weak. Sit there, don't speak. If I don't sing the high notes and everyone leaves, I might jump. All I wanna do is get back in the car. I don't wanna go upstairs. I want you to take me home with you. I think you caught me staring at you. That might make it worse, but I don't care. Let's move this along a little faster. Can we please? I'm getting tired of waiting, tired of explaining. feet recently. This moment is fleeting, but that might be all I need. Know that I can see right now. A few days ago, I was wasted in your arms. Must have lost my mind. I declined to wake up in your bed. I know what I was thinking, but I want to alter. Listen, my time that I don't need will be
I'll just drop. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Southwest Montessori Academy's virtual fundraiser, Montessori Masquerade. I'm Tammy Pappas, the SMA fundraiser chair, and I'm sitting here with Jordan Huttenlocker, the president of the board of directors. Hello, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are excited to be here for the fifth and my fifth SMA fundraiser. Due to the ever-changing state of our world in the last year, we recently chose to do things a bit different with this event, but we still have some fun things planned for you this evening, and we have every intention of being back in person, dancing, and bidding against each other next year. As I mentioned, this is my fifth fundraiser with Southwest Montessori Academy, and we have been working hard over the years to raise funds so that this amazing school can grow and expand to share our love of Montessori and SMA in particular with more children and families in our area. Everyone in the SMA community looks forward to the school moving into a larger building that includes an improved outdoor space. With that, we strive to provide a toddler and at least a lower elementary program. We get so many inquiries every year regarding enrollment for younger toddler-age children who are too young to attend SMA at this time. Also, most of our students, my 6-year-old daughter included, would love to stay with SMA beyond kindergarten if they were able to provide for it. That is why we host these fundraisers every year. We want to raise enough money to grow and expand SMA to better serve our current families as well as the community around us. In 2016, we started with a revenue of $20,000 from our first and smallest attended fundraiser. We planned that event in about 3 months, and we're quite honestly just shooting from the cuff during the whole planning process. Since then, we have built up our committee, worked year-round to come up with new and exciting ideas, and we are proud of what we have accomplished so far. Over the last 4 events, we have been able to add around $100,000 to our initial numbers. It would be so amazing if this year we could exceed the revenues of previous years and reach the $200,000 mark. Meeting that milestone would help so much with the growth of the school and would really get us on the way to moving into a new and more ideal building. On the subject of growing SMA, I will now pass things along to Jordan so that she can share with you what we are doing from a board perspective.
Hi, thank you, Tammy. My name is Jordan Huttenlocker, and I'm the current president of the board of directors for Southwest Montessori Academy. Wow, what a year it's been. I'm sure we all can take a deep breath and appreciate where we are today. I'm so grateful that I can be here tonight to show our dedication and support to Southwest Montessori Academy. But before we start with tonight's festivities, I would like to extend our gratitude to a few following individuals and groups. First, and most importantly, I would like to thank our teachers and staff, Nancy, Lisa, Miranda, Cindy, Julie, and our head of school, Corinne. Without each of you, Southwest Montessori Academy would not be where we are today. Your love of learning and passion is truly what makes SMA a remarkable school. Your flexibility has provided our students with consistency through this time and allowed them to continue to thrive in their growth and in their learning. You found new and creative ways to teach them, whether it was in person or remotely. And you have given of yourselves every single day. And to you, each of you, we say thank you. And next, to our Southwest Montessori Academy families and students in our community. Your flexibility and accommodation as we navigated the challenges was remarkable. So thank you for all of your flexibility and your continued belief in what SMA offers. And thank you for your value in educating the next generation. I'd like to thank now the volunteers that have helped Southwest Montessori grow and achieve where we are today. And this includes the Finance Committee, the Marketing Committee, and the Governance Committee, as well as the Board of Directors. All of these positions are volunteer, and they lend their expertise and a lot of their time to make SMA what we are. And it does not go unnoticed, so thank you to each of you. I would like to thank our fundraising committee. I wish we could all give them a round of applause tonight, so we'll do it virtually. So thank you to Tammy Pappas, Diana Farr, Kim Bailey, Andrea Gorton, Rasha Reslin Mitchell, Julie Turney, and Corinne Markel. This event is a huge feat, and your dedication, time, creativity, and energy makes tonight possible. So thank you so much. And one last special thank you to Tammy, our fundraising chair. I know she told you all that she's done this for 5 years, but this is her last fundraiser. And she's been involved in every single fundraiser that Southwest Montessori has done. She has been instrumental in orchestrating all of these events. And under her leadership, Southwest Montessori Academy has raised over $120,000 for our new school. That is amazing. So we will miss her creativity, her organization, her energetic spirit, and all of her experience. So from the bottom of our hearts, we say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Just another thing to hold now. So Southwest Montessori continues to offer an unparalleled education based on Dr. Maria Montessori's principles, and we also integrate positive discipline into our framework, which what makes Southwest Montessori so different and so amazing. We continue to thrive. Our board of directors is now comprised of 8 members, which includes parents, alumni, and now community members. We are always looking for fresh perspectives, so if you're interested in volunteering some time in either a committee or a board of directors position, please contact Corinne because we would love to have some new thoughts. Now, I know the word that no one wants to hear tonight is COVID, but COVID certainly threw a curveball towards us, but we rose to the challenge. We successfully transitioned from a remote learning, then back to in-person learning, and developed a virtual learning opportunity this academic year. We also are financially strong. We successfully negotiated a lease renewal for our current space while we continue to follow our dreams to find and grow into a new space. And with that, our dream is to grow Southwest Montessori to serve over 100 students from ages 1.5 to grade 3. We are also in the infancy of developing a tuition assistance program for families that might qualify, so we can reach more families, more students, and involve more of our community. As you can tell, we certainly want to impact as many young people and families as we can. So, Tonight is about helping Southwest Montessori Academy follow our dreams and reach its goals. So with that, I'll turn it back to Tammy.
Thank you. As both parents and board members, I'm sure Jordan and I could talk till we're blue in the face about why we want SMA to grow and all the amazing experiences our children have had by attending. But we would like to give you a chance to see this for yourself. We will now play a video created by Jason Michael Mann Photography that truly encompasses the education, community, and need for growth at Southwest Montessori Academy.
I found about the Montessori concept through workshops provided by Southwest Montessori Academy. My husband is a Montessori child himself, so he was very familiar with the concept. For me, it was all new. I knew a little bit about it, but the workshops provided by Southwest Montessori really helped me to understand, like seeing your home through the lens of your children and like kind of restructuring. Positive discipline classes was another great opportunity to learn how to be a better parent, to decode your own children's behavior. So many different workshops and the positive discipline classes were great.
What's interesting about Montessori education is that there is a preparation of not just the environment, but of the teacher themselves. So the teacher looks at their own strengths and weaknesses and the impact that they have on the classroom. And we're not here to direct every child's education, we're here to guide them. We are not in charge of what the children learn, but we're of course always looking to find ways to help children learn in every area of the classroom, but not on our terms, but following the child and understanding where their strengths are and helping them to connect with materials and find the joy of learning. This is what Montessori education is all about, that children discover a love for learning that they can carry into other learning environments.
Instead of being stuck in a seat, learning lecture style from a teacher, maybe falling behind, maybe getting ahead, who knows, he is permitted to learn at his pace in a method he appreciates. He comes home happy and better educated, better able to do his own thing, to be independent, and he's thrilled with it.
The children of Southwest Montessori Academy can make a huge impact on the greater Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana region in ways that will carry on to future generations. The community involvement, thinking about others' feelings, being able to interact with each other in positive ways and be self-starters. These children will be able to be independent thinkers and critical thinkers and who have strong work ethics and will be able to really make a difference on their community.
Madeline's 5 now, and she has only about a year left here at Southwest Montessori, and I'm going to either have to put her in public school or find another private school, and I really want to continue with Montessori, so I really wish that there was more options, and I wish Southwest so badly could continue through further past 6, past kindergarten, and to be able to give financial assistance to others who aren't able to afford the tuition, because it's all about community, and I would love to see Montessori spread into our community of more than what it already is.
The current space that we're in right now has worked for us for the last 8 years. What I really love to see is an improvement in our playground space and our ability for children to experience the outdoors. Our current playground is part of our parking lot. We actually had to section off part of the parking lot to create the playground, and the only real grassy area that they have to play in is our hill. So we'd really love to be able to have acreage, have an external door in the classroom that leads right out to an outdoor workspace so that children could bring nature right into their workday. For children to go out into the woods and be able to take risks and learn about the world that's around them would be an excellent way to add to what they're already learning in the classroom.
I don't know if my eyes have just been open to it, but so many new parents that we've talked to, maybe because they interact with our kids or maybe they've heard about Montessori and researched it, but I feel like the demand has totally grown, and I feel like SMA can do wonderful things in our community by offering this style of education to more people, more ages, and I think people would totally go for it, and they should, because I think it's a great thing.
As far as it goes, having SMA in our community is awesome. Whenever I have friends who are either having new kids and even babies and things, we're talking about like daycare and things, and we definitely tell them to check out Southwest. It's a great resource and really great for our community, I think.
I think the impact that it has in the community, it's really community driven. I think so much of the philosophy is helping people at a very young age become aware of their surroundings, their relationships with people of all different ages, how you treat people, how you interact. They have programs and parts of the curriculum where they're interacting with elderly and where they're interacting with their own peers and other adults, and really learning how to respect that, how to respect the environment and the earth, and all of that awareness at this age, and to foster that going forward is only going to make everything around them continue to be better, and that community of what they know now is going to continue to grow and grow and grow as they get older, and that will carry forward into not just the Fort Wayne community, but whatever they choose to do later in life too.
Just having him involved in Southwest and then us too has really helped a lot of things at home. I kind of mentioned just like being able to listen to him, but it's also about listening to each other. We definitely like the results of just knowing how important the communication aspect is, and seeing the results of just being patient and asking questions and listening.
We fell in love with the whole concept, but what I really love most about it is the multi-age groups. It mimics a family setting. So I come from a really big family. I have older siblings, I have younger siblings. And in a multi-age group classroom, you learn and observe from older children, and at the same time, you model for the younger children. It kind of really, it's a family setting. So the multi-age group is great, and then the other part, what I really love, is the practical life area in the Montessori classroom. I mean, they learn how to care for themselves, how to clean after themselves, and even how to fold laundry. I mean, what mother doesn't want their children to learn how to fold laundry at school?
I believe that my son is going to learn much more overall, both about life and life skills from Montessori than he would from a traditional education. My wife and I are very selective about who cares for our child. You read the papers. Montessori, after we discovered Southwest Montessori in particular, I'm very skeptical about just about everything. And even I was like, okay, I'm willing to give Southwest Montessori a chance with our boys. And I'm so glad we did.
If Southwest Montessori Academy had a older program, I think we would still be going here in years later, because I mean, we love our school family here, and having our kids at the same school, I think, is really great, and they love the teachers, and so we would probably be staying if there was an older age group that could go to Southwest Montessori Academy.
I think Montessori is really important long term because it helps develop how to learn and to be excited to learn, that it's a part of life. It's not tedious, it's not a chore, it's something to be excited about, and it's part of every aspect of life. I think that they bring everything into the classroom that in the long term is part of living in any profession, any society, any type of environment. To have that learning mentality and adaptability and growth, and to have that be part of just who you are and how you grow and develop, I think is really, really valuable.
I would love to see Southwest Montessori Academy grow to include a toddler program and a lower elementary program, and be able to serve families that have younger children at home, as well as families who are looking to keep their children in the Montessori education, as well as at Southwest Montessori Academy into their elementary years. And so it would be nice to have in a new building a separate classroom just for children to take naps in, a separate room for children to have gross motor activities in on a rainy day, and be able to still exercise and develop physically. Montessori education is about preparing children for life. It's not just a preparation for the next academic level, it's truly a preparation for life. So while children are working and they're learning how to interact with each other, they're also learning about how to clean up after themselves, how to complete a cycle of work activity, how to be in charge of what they're interested in learning, and being a part of a community. It would really be wonderful for the greater community to know about Southwest Montessori Academy and the work that we do. Parents, when they come inside and they observe the beauty of how we interact with children and how children learn and grow, then that's where the beauty lies of Southwest Montessori Academy. We'd love to have you join us in helping our school grow and expand in the Fort Wayne area. If you're interested in learning more or helping us, please give us a call.
Hello, I'm Corinne Markwell, the head of school at Southwest Montessori Academy, as you saw from the previous video. As I reflected on the theme of Montessori Masquerade for this year's fundraiser, the thought came to my mind, of course, as I alluded to in the video, that Southwest Montessori Academy has a hidden beauty, and tonight I want to reveal some of that beauty to you. Our current and alumni families, you're aware of this beauty firsthand. You saw past our exterior, and you got a glimpse into how we work with children and encourage families. And tonight, I want to show you some of that hidden beauty. Maybe you're watching tonight and you haven't had a child enrolled. We believe that all children are inherently unique learners. No two children are identical learners. Take, for example, actually, our program allows for children to learn at a pace and in a style that is unique to them. Take, for example, our alumni student, Clara. Clara was passionate about learning about animals. She loved reading about animals, she loved researching animals, and she was in the process of developing handwriting skills. One of the activities that Montessori students do to develop handwriting skills is to create their own map of the continents of the world. And they do this by tracing out the wooden pieces of the continents, or tracing out the shape of the continents, and then punching them out and gluing them onto a big map. Well, Clara discovered that there were endangered animals in the world, and she was so passionate about helping her other students or her other peers learn about these animals that she decided to create another map that focuses on where all of the different animals are in the world and which animals were endangered. And she did this from her own idea. And she did this because she had the time and the space to be able to explore this passion and be able to share that with her peers. There's a child this year who started off the school year just loving numbers and math. He began learning about numbers beyond 10, and he practiced often. He wasn't always interested in the language materials, though he did continue to get lessons on those and was making small strides. But during this sensitive time of about 3 to 4 months, he really just spent a lot of his time working with math materials. He would practice counting, skip counting, counting numbers into the 3 digits, learning how to build and read 4-digit numbers. And of course, his teacher and his parents were both on the same page that when it's time, he will learn how to read, and they had full confidence that he had the skills to be able to do that when his brain was ready for that. And then one day, it happened. He made the discovery that he could blend 3-letter sounds together to read a word, and his excitement about reading just exploded. He went around the classroom and was trying to find everything that he could to read. He was choosing language materials, and he would spend sometimes 2 hours a day practicing with reading, and this went on for about 2 weeks. So really, it was amazing that we could show the faith that this child could learn at a pace that was right for him and in a way that made learning enjoyable and self-satisfactory. Another child in his family who was greatly impacted by our program was a child named Roman. He came to us at age 5 after moving to the Fort Wayne area with his family. He had been enrolled initially at a local public elementary school, and after a couple of months, he was really struggling. This child was bilingual, and he was learning his 3rd language of English. So, of course, connecting with his peers and group instruction was a challenge due to the language barrier in the traditional environment. So his parents decided to explore alternative options, and they discovered Southwest Montessori Academy nearby. Roman was bright, energetic, very creative, beyond his years even, and very curious. Our first priority was to help Roman feel safe in his new learning environment, in this unfamiliar environment, and to help him connect with his peers in a meaningful way. He had a desire to feel belonging and significance in his new classroom community. Our daily schedule allowed for him to develop social relationships built around his creativity, which was often an inspiration to his peers. We introduced academic lessons, but not in a rigorous or rigid way. He stayed in our program another year, and during that time, he became motivated to learn using the academic materials while still having the time and space to develop his talent of drawing and satisfy his curiosity with creative materials. Eventually, he aged out and moved into a new school, and at that point, he was equipped to handle social emotional challenges, he had a joy of learning, and he was thriving. We loved this child just as he was, and we didn't standardize our interactions with him. Years later, his family spoke about how fortunate they were that they had found our school, and they appreciated how our environment was loving, encouraging, and safe. Another family described their time at our school as having changed the course of their family's lives. Every year, families at our school connect with each other on a deeper level through social events, our fundraisers, being able to attend parenting workshops together, and through volunteering. And let's face it, parenting young children is very hard. So at our school, we want to encourage a community that parents can connect with each other and develop support with each other through these challenging years. Some of our alumni have moved across the country or even across the world, yet they've stayed connected with each other in meaningful ways. And as a matter of fact, there's a group of young children, I think they're about age 8 or 9 now, and they are coming together this summer for a week-long overnight camp. And these children are actually coming from 3 different states. And it's all because their families got connected while they were at Southwest Montessori Academy, and they've stayed connected. Our vision is to be able to offer this type of education and this community with many more children and families and over a longer period of time. So when we are able to grow and expand, we will be able to serve children over a period of 8 years rather than the 3 or 4. Children's futures can be greatly impacted by spending longer time in this type of learning environment, as well as in our school community. Because of people like you giving from your heart tonight and believing in what we do, we're moving closer to being able to make this vision a reality. Thank you for recognizing the hidden beauty of Southwest Montessori Academy. Now, I'm noticing it's just about time for our super silent auction to begin. Tammy's joining me back here so we can get ready for that. Tammy, can you tell our guests more about the super silent auction and how that works?
Yes. So in previous years, we have had a live auction portion of the evening, which includes a few exclusive auction items and a professional auctioneer calling off bids, and it really creates a fun sense of excitement. This portion of the evening is always very entertaining and often pitting families against each other as they raise their bids to win a date with their child's teacher, for instance, and really ramping up the urgency to bid on a favorite item. Corinne, you can just ask my mom about the kindergartner's bench that she purchased a few years ago, and you need no further explanation. To replace this for our virtual event, we have created our super silent auction. We will have a small group of selective items that will only be auctioned off at a particular time. The guests at home will have just 15 minutes to bid on these items. So if you have something that you are really wanting, make sure to keep refreshing your screen so that you don't get outbid. The super silent auction runs from 8:30 to 8:45, and at that time, winners will be declared. If you have looked at our super silent auction and some of the items just don't appeal to you, during this time, we will be playing a wonderful slideshow of our students, accompanied by the music of 2 before noon.
Should we explain what some of those items are? I mean, most of you may have already noticed that they currently are reading preview only, but as soon as our lovely assistant, Julie, over here clicks the button, those items will become available for bidding, and you can actually set a max bid on there. If you want to, keep bidding to a certain amount, there are increments that will go up, but once it reaches your max bid, then it will move on to the highest bidder after that. And so shall we talk about some of those items?
Yes. A new item that we have this year are the class baskets. We came up with this idea, and each classroom has its own theme, and the parents from those classrooms made donations to help fill their basket. Room 1, Miss Lisa and Miss Cindy, is Lego Fun, and room 2, Nancy and Miss Miranda, has a date night in. The really cool thing that we're all really excited about these class baskets is that the proceeds from this particular silent auction item, or super silent auction item, and the class baskets only, is that the proceeds go directly back to their teacher to use for their professional development. But Corinne, would you like to explain a little bit more about what that means this year for those teachers?
So every year, the American Montessori Society offers a international event, an annual conference, and anytime that event is nearby, or within driving distance, our teachers have been able to attend that event. And every time I go, I just come back so refreshed and rejuvenated and connected to other Montessori teachers across the country, and just feel really inspired to go back and make positive changes into the classroom. Sometimes we get discounts on materials for the classroom, and it's a wonderful, it's almost like a retreat weekend, when you go and you have all of these workshops and you're learning all of these wonderful things. So, of course, that's something we'd like to offer our teachers as often as possible, but it is an added expense, and it's a challenge sometimes to make it there. But next year, it's in Nashville, Tennessee, as long as it's in person, and we're looking forward to the opportunity of being able to go to that.
Yeah. So if you're interested in Lego Fun or a really awesome date night in, help support your teachers in getting to that conference.
And I believe the auction is live now, that's correct, so you should be able to bid on that. And even if you're not bidding, it's fun to watch and see what those amounts are going for, because like Tammy said, sometimes families get excited about trying to outbid others on those date nights.
Yeah.
And those tables. We can keep talking about those tables. The tables this year are amazing. Our fundraiser volunteer, Kim Bailey, had put time into those tables, and each student has a hand in making the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they are, the tables are adjustable. So at one point here, we have a picture of Corinne and my daughter Mila, both sitting at Mila is sitting at the lowest level of adjustability, and Corinne is sitting at the highest. So you can see your child can really grow throughout the years, and it'll be a good investment. And they have the handprints with their friends' names written on them to remember for years to come. They're really cool.
So what all is in that date night basket?
The date night basket includes, oh my gosh, I didn't write this down.
Oh, tell us about the Hunt a Killer box. That's probably the most peculiar
box,
thing. Yes, that's
which is an evening or more full of.
It's a subscription.
It's normally a subscription box, but this is a box that allows for you to go on a pursuit of a mystery and solve the crime, and it gives you clues and credentials and all sorts of fun things.
It's a one-time game, right?
This particular one is. If you order the subscription, it's
like it has a little lockbox at the end. It's almost like an escape room, except you have to get the clues to get into that lockbox and find out what the answer is.
And the basket also includes a Netflix gift card to Brands, Umi, a Whirly Pop, Cap and Cork, a really nice Cap and Cork gift card, a Vera Bradley blanket. It's a really fun
high value,
basket.
Very high value.
Yes.
It's actually a date night that could continue on to several date nights, really, for the most part.
Yeah.
Multiple date nights. And then that Lego, the Lego Fun.
The Lego Fun, I know a few children of the fundraiser committee are looking forward to their moms purchasing that. There's a couple really cool storage bins, as well as Legos for the whole family. Boys, girls, brothers, sisters, moms, whatever, can really enjoy.
I know there are some grandparents who are bidding right now that are considering piecing this out into several gifts. So think about what you would spend on each grandchild. You might have some of your holiday gifts purchased already for that if you win this, if you win that item. So
we also have some teacher dates, which I might need to run off stage here in a minute because I'm hot for one of them.
Well, I know a parent asked me earlier about what these teacher dates are. So every year we offer these teacher dates, and sometimes new families that are enrolling will choose these, or currently enrolled families. And this is a time that the teachers get to spend one-on-one away from the school. You know, I've done the Barnes & Noble one before. I know that some of the teachers are offering the Barnes & Noble date where you meet up at Barnes & Noble, spend some time reading together, head over to Cold Stone and have ice cream together. And it's really just a fun bonding experience. And Julie and I are offering our date night at Science Central, so I imagine it'll be at least an hour, maybe more.
And that's a new one this year.
Yes, that is new. We've never offered that
done that.
before. So just to go and explore and have some fun at Science Central and be able to connect with the child in a meaningful way. So it's just a really fun opportunity.
It's always been a popular item. It's always really fun and exciting, and the kids really enjoy it as well. So the Super Silent, I believe, I'm not
running?
even sure what time.
Yes.
It's running. So check that out, and we've got a slideshow for you. It's got all of our adorable favorite children on it.
And some great music.
It's really awesome. We'll see you shortly. Congratulations to all of our super silent auction winners. I know here at our live stream event, wherever we are, it was really exciting. So I hope it was exciting for you at home too. Now, you might have noticed while you were bidding that we have a section for donating to our tuition assistance fund, and Corinne's gonna share a little bit about what that is.
Yes, so I want to tell you about how the Tuition Assistance Fund got started. 8 years ago, a compassionate and committed Montessorian and very dear friend named Linda Babb connected Viju and I together as Viju was founding the school. Linda was a dedicated Montessori teacher who went above and beyond to support and encourage her students and their families, as well as her coworkers. She especially cared about serving low-income at-risk children and was working at MLK Montessori when she learned of a breast cancer diagnosis. Even through fighting her battle, she continued to give back to the Montessori community in Fort Wayne and especially to Southwest Montessori Academy. Just after our first year of operation in 2014, Linda lost her battle to cancer, leaving behind a legacy that we wish to honor and grow. The Linda Babb Memorial Fund was established and will be used to provide tuition assistance to families who would otherwise not be able to have their child attend our school. There are children we are not yet able to serve who will have an opportunity to cultivate their natural love of learning, and our current students will also benefit from the increased diversity. We're on our way to making our program more accessible and equitable. Through this fund, we will be supporting families who need assistance with enrolling at Southwest Montessori Academy, where we help children develop to their fullest potential. As Dr. Maria Montessori once said, "Free the child's potential, and you will transform him into the world." Please join me tonight in giving specifically toward this fund to help us offer tuition assistance to future families who may not have access to our school otherwise. So on your mobile bidding app, you'll notice a button that says Donate Now, and when you click on that, there are two different options. One that just says Give to Southwest Montessori Academy, and one that says to support the Tuition Assistance Fund. And with either one of those giving options, of course, growing our school is our highest priority, and being able to offer tuition assistance is very important to us. So please click on that, find a way to look into yourself and see, how many children you might be able to help by giving tonight. So we ask that you please consider an amount that speaks most to you in a way of serving these children. So I know that this has been an exciting event, by the way. Thank you for all the things that you have done to help me understand about fundraising and being able to make this event happen virtually. And we just want to celebrate that for a moment and talk about how, just wrap things up a little bit. I know that there's still some time for you to be able to give, by the way. Well, actually, let's talk about that giving for just one more moment. Our giving buttons will be open all the way through Monday at noon. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, so Monday at noon, all the way between now and Monday at noon, you can continue to give to either the general fund there or the tuition assistance fund. So if you missed this and you're watching this after the event is over with, because I know there are some people who didn't quite find where the link was, and we're going to be able to play this again later on, those buttons will still be open all the way until Monday.
Yes, yes. So as this evening and Montessori Masquerade comes to a close, I would like to send one more thanks to our generous sponsors, Deister Machine, North Node Wellness, and the team of Phillips Financial and the Hutton Locker family. On behalf of myself and the entire fundraiser committee, I would like to thank our community partner, 2E's Winery, Jason Michael Mann Photography, 2 Before Noon, Simplicity Catering for our delicious treats and the event kits, and the River Church for running and teaching us how to get through this live stream. I personally would also like to thank Corinne, the SMA staff, and the fundraiser committee for all their hard work and dedication that has allowed this event to succeed. Finally, thanks to all of you, our amazing SMA supporters. Myself and the entire SMA community are so grateful for everything you have done and continue to do to support our school and help us reach our dreams of a bigger future for Southwest Montessori Academy. As I sign off on my final fundraiser as your chair, I am truly thankful for my children's and my own experiences and education at SMA, and confident in saying that our family would not be who we are today without the foundation of our SMA community. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So everyone here at home, raise your glasses and let's cheers to Southwest Montessori Academy.
Thank you all for supporting us this night.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
to my poetic inclinations has not been lost on me. I fear for the state of my reputation, so with candor now I speak, 'cause I just want to be. wearing tennis shorts, the image burning out. I feel a little out of sorts. I watch my face reluctantly and then out through the door. It's time to walk that line, goes from the ceiling to the floor. Crossing streets and skipping to the biggest things inside are true. Being here and only here, dreaming sun awake, my dear. Crossing streets and skipping to the biggest things inside are true. Being here and only here, dreaming sun awake, my dear. Put it away or let it all go. Keep shut tight or let it all show. Tell me your life, tell me you're dead. Tell me your life under my breath. Show me you're faithless. Show me I'm clean. Keep yourself sacred. I'll keep myself free. Fire's all around us and the heat is going up in this place. Couldn't be any less concerned about saving face. Probably disappointed, but that's not a problem, not anymore. We did what we did and then we walked ourselves out through that door. Give me your laughter. Give me your screams. You can't even imagine this isn't a dream. Tell me who are you? I tell you who am I? We are ridiculous. Staying so high. You think you're selfless. I say you're kind, but it's not my place, dear, to change your mind. Fire's all around us and the heat is going up in this place. Couldn't be any less concerned about saving face. Probably disappointed, but that's not a problem, not anymore. Did If you think you know, well, you don't. Just keep it to yourself, and you won't burn any bridges you don't want to. And if you're feeling one way or the other, please choose to be kind to your brother. I know you don't want to drive him away. You know we're all making our own way, picking up and moving on from yesterday. And I hope that you're with me for a long, long time. I know we'll be just fine. You travel far, but always stay the same. The only thing that's changed is the rules of the game. Through thick and thin, low, long, so when you always knew what you had within. You know we're all making our own way, picking up and moving on from yesterday. And I hope that you're with me for a long, long time. I know we'll be just fine. But what if we're gone in the next few days? Nothing left but a wisp of smoky haze. Do you think you regret not speaking your mind, or missing the chance to just be kind? Even though it hasn't been that long, you found your way into every song. I'm working on what I've got to give. Now we have to find a way to live. You know we're all making our own way, picking up and moving on from yesterday. And I hope that you're with me for a long, long time. I know we'll be just fine. You know we're all making our own way, picking up and moving on from yesterday. And I hope that you're with me for a long, long time. You know we'll be just fine. Just fine.